In today's video, we're taking a look at how to replace a laptop battery easy and simple. This is so easy, anyone could do everything that we use on the video. We're going to leave a link on the description. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe. That does help us out a lot. Thank you. So you woke up today and went to use your laptop. You noticed that the battery life is getting worse and worse. So you decided it's time to throw it out the window. I mean, it's time to replace the battery. Don't worry, here at the StatUpBox team, we've got your back. A few blocks away, but a back is a back. And no matter if you're replacing this particular battery for this particular laptop or brand or a different brand or a different type of battery, the technique will be the same. And the first thing that you're gonna need other than yourself is a laptop. The second thing is a replacement battery. And you can usually find this information in your barbecue paper, your owner's manual, on the manufacturer's webpage, or you can call the manufacturer, or even in the interwebs. Another way is, once you open the laptop, you can get the battery's model number, and with that information, get the new one. If you notice at the battery end, you're gonna see the connector, and this is basically what you want to align with the laptop's motherboard battery pins. And we'll see that later on the video. And now that we filled your brain with data, we're ready for the replacement. And because the last thing we want on a clear sunny day is to die or go from a small job to a big job, we want to go ahead and unplug our laptop. The first thing that we want to do is flip our laptop. Depending on your laptop, you might see two strips of rubber which help your laptop stay in place. We want to go ahead and remove that. If in your case you don't have, then you can skip to the next step. Next, we're going to see some screws. In this particular case, there are Phillips screws. In your particular case, they might be a different type of screw, but the technique will be the same. We're going to use the ancient technique passed down generation to generation of lefty-loosey, righty-tighty, and we're going to go ahead and remove them. And remember, a pro tip, placing them to the side for later use, it's a good idea. In this case, we don't want them in the DIY bin that every time we finish a job, we still have parts left over. And now that we removed the screws, we want to go ahead and pry the cover off. And for that, we're going to need a prying tool or anything with a flat thin head, preferably plastic. And you can go about this two ways. You can pry it from the top or from the bottom. We like to start from the top on the keyboard side and then flip it over for easier access. And what you're going to notice is that once you have a part pried a bit open, you can just slide the tool all around and it's going to unclip from the pressure tabs. And remember, you always want to do this gently because everything being plastic, it can break. Also, you don't want to go too deep in with your prying tool and damage any of the equipment. So just like last night, nice and slow and steady. Once you finish going all around, you're going to notice that the cover will come off easily. And now you've done it. You broke your laptop. No, you didn't. Yes, you did. No, you didn't. Yes, you did. As you can see, now we have access to the laptop's internal. As you can see to your right, we have the battery, and it's also held by screws. In this particular case, we also have Phillips screws. In your case, you might have different types of screws, but the technique will be the same. We're going to use the ancient technique passed down generation to generation of lefty-loosey, righty-tighty. Once we remove all the screws, the only thing that we need to do now is slide out the battery. And now we can bring in the new battery using the same technique. We're basically going to slide it in, make sure that we align it with the pins, and also verify that it is aligned on all corners and tabs. And now you've done it. You have a new battery. And what we're going to do now is reverse engineer our way to glory. Once we made sure that our battery is aligned correctly, we can go ahead and place the screws back. Remember, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. And remember, once you fill it tight, that's good enough. You don't want to over-tighten and ruin the threads. Once we have all the screws, we can go ahead and place our cover back. And remember, the cover is placed by pressure. So you basically want to press all around the cover in different places until you hear it click in. That basically means that the pressure tabs have connected. You can inspect the laptop to make sure that all the seams are flat and even. And after passing the quality control check, we can go ahead and insert the screws back in. And now you've done it. You become a master on battery replacement of your block. You can pat yourself on the back for a job well done. And don't forget, if you liked the video, please give us a thumbs up. That really helps. If you have any questions, place them in the comment section below. Either someone on the StatUpBox team or someone on the YouTube community can help you out with an answer. Don't forget to subscribe, follow us on social media. Thank you for watching, and here's a link to our latest video.